god! This is f***ed up. What the f***? Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. In the last episode, we saw a bunch of Solas' memories, and I know I have other playthroughs on this channel, but like, since Dragon Age was my favorite game, I just can't wait. I need to know what the hell is going on. I need to see these memories and know what Solas has been hiding from us. Because I just learned a lot from those, two memories that I just saw? So, we're gonna take a look at it. If you guys hear noise in the background, it's my son. Obviously, he's over here. He doesn't want to take a nap, so he's just gonna hang out with me. So, you know, he's gonna listen to his mother talk about Dragon Age. Thank you once again to EA for providing me a copy of this game. I hope you guys are still enjoying my playthrough. Alright, I know, like I said, I know we have other stuff to do, but I need to know these memories. I need to see them.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger when you took the glowing stone to build your body.
Huh? What? What? Did I hear that right? Wait, is Solas a spirit? That would explain. Hang on, wait.
Not shake.
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solas, to withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganan. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the blight.
Hey.
No, Davern, we need to
Lucanus.
talk about this.
Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but what?
Am I a spirit? This is actually great. I guess our secret's out. No, but hang on. I mean, I guess a lot of them would make sense. Not, like I said, not all of the Evaners are like gods. Gillenane was one, just like a regular elf. I told you that the story of Gillenane was a regular elf, came to Andrul, and then Andrul, you know, introduced them to the Evaners, and the Evaners offered them, you know, power of a god. But like, Solas being a spirit makes so much sense. Now that I think about back to Dragon Age Inquisition, this man, he wasn't just saying like, oh, you know, him talking about spirit. I always joke this man's getting off talking about the Fade. No, he's from there. It makes sense why he's so sensitive about it. When you do his personal quests and there's a spirit there who needs help, they're binding a spirit to turn into a demon. He gets pissed off, and I just thought, aside from him liking the Fade, I thought it was a matter of like, oh, that's his friend. Of course he's gonna be pissed off. No, he's one of them. And then also how he handled Cole, treating Cole like an actual spirit, not like a son like Varric was trying to do. He treats him like he is a spirit because Solas knows what that means. And I said this time and time again, Solas's name means pride in the, I guess, English language. In Elven, Solas means pride. A pride demon. And Varric made a joke earlier that, you know, it's funny that a pride demon shows up whenever Solas shows up. I don't know, are we making the correlation right now? Oh my god, but Mythal being a spirit too makes sense, just because she never, at least from what we've seen of her throughout all the Dragon Age games, she's always had a different body, and it kind of makes sense as to how she's still around with her spirit floating around, because she always takes a piece of her, puts it in the alluvium and sends it somewhere else, right? That's what she's been doing. That's how she survived this long, because technically she's dead, but her spirit is still around because of that. And I wonder, how does this affect Solas? Because like, I don't know, I have a lot of questions. I'm gonna make a joke though.
We hid the truth for as long as we could, but yeah. Bellara, Davrin, and I have secretly been spirits this whole time.
Not funny.
I don't know. Sounds like something a rage demon would say.
You're going to confuse Taash.
What? I wasn't listening. There weren't any dragons in this one.
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits.
Right.
You three are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
Yeah, they're not gonna accept that, but like it makes so much sense why Solas acts the way he does. I don't want to cause harm. I don't think we should mention it right now because like too much is going on in the world.
If the world learned about this and it led to attacks against elves...
Elves have enough trouble as it is.
Right, because
down
they
in
think
Ferelden.
all spirits are demons.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Ireland, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one would believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we
Just for
trust
now,
who
just
have good
for
reason
now.
to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solas himself was a spirit.
Yeah.
What kind do you think he was?
Pride.
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solas didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solas was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium.
Oh my god, and that makes sense too. You know, Solas's glowing ass eyes. And then making the connection to Dwarves of Harding when she awoken, you know, the stone in her. Did they take it from them? That's why this is all messed up, because Solas and Mythal and I guess the rest of the Aventuras took it from the lyrium stone and it took it away from the dwarves, their magic, because, you know, the whole thing of his ritual and whatever. Is that why it's like that? Is that why he's scared? If he gives it back, you piss off the Titans and they'll come after you. I don't know.
And it made the ground shake.
They hurt the Titans, these idiots. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying. They hurt the Titans. And I can't help but think about Sandal in Dragon Age 2. They will see him rise once again. At first I thought it was Solas, not Solas. Then the second time I thought it was Elganon, not Elganon. What if it's just the Titan? Whoever is the most pissed off one. I don't know.
Lyrium is the blood of the Titans.
The Titans would have felt it as an attack. They defended themselves.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Oh my god!
Liz, I'm so sorry.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture.
No, but it
But I
explains
think
so
that's
much.
part of what Solas regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal.
Right.
Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told
So
her
is
no.
Mythal really the
Then
bad
he's got
guy
a war
around
on his
here?
conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
It's just so ironic because Mythal is the mother. She's considered the mother of the Elven gods. She's the kindest one, the one who takes care of everybody. Oh my god, dude. What the f? Hang on. Oh my god, this is like actually like insane. This is honestly insane. Because like it's crazy because like all these theories we've had the last 10 years I've had, and even beyond that, because you know Dragon Age has been around for a really long time. It's all confirmed. This is crazy. What else you got for me? What the f?
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every titan from its spirit.
That's why the ground
But you
shook.
must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Oh my god!
It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
That's why they said it's their fault, because they created the blight. It's them. Solas and Mythal created the. This is fucked up. What the? What? They did it. No wonder. Oh my god. No wonder no one can remember
Solas
anything.
made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams.
Yeah, that's why
and
they
left
can't
them
remember.
Broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
Oh my god, it's like I can defend him, but at the same time I can't. Like, bro, you know it's messed up and you still said yes to Mythal. Why? Is it because you love her? Like, this ain't worth it. Oh my god. Oh my god, and this is up too, because this entire time I've been saying how the elves have been, you know, castrated because of, like, you know, what happened. They lost their power because they lost the power to the Fade. And people just treat them like slaves. But you didn't think about, like, you know, how the elves, I guess not really the elves, how Solas and Mythal screwed over another race.
Lace, what my people did to yours, that's unforgivable.
You don't need to apologize.
Right, I was gonna say, it's not really
someone
us.
should.
Our leaders attacked the Titans for their lyrium. Then, when the war turned against the elves, our leaders did this.
And when the war was over, they enslaved your ancestors.
Right.
No. Solas, Mythal, and Elgar'nan are the ones who need to
cannot
apologize.
believe Mythal is doing
do
this.
such a
I'm
thing.
sorry.
No wonder
You
regret
figured it would be
eats away at
Elgar'nan because that
Solas.
guy's crazy.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solas regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
The blight.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind.
Yes.
Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
It's the same as
We
the
think
blight.
of the blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion, evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal, mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
They created the blight. That's why he was saying it's our fault. That's why I didn't understand. What did he mean by that? It's our fault. They created it. Solas is low-key. He's always been a hypocrite. I mean, I've said this, but like, oh my god, what about the Darkspawn? Can we fix the blight? That's the thing too. How are you gonna fix it? Because the only way you're gonna fix it is you give back the power to the Titans, and the Titans will give it back to, you know, the dwarves. You have to connect the dreams back again. But what does that mean for the rest of Thedas? The Titans have been living underground, and like, I imagine they're pissed off. And like, they're gonna see elves and be like, you did this, even though they had no idea what the hell was going on. You know what I mean? What are you supposed to do here? Darkspawn is just... It's just the corruption of it, right? So it's like, how are we supposed to fix this? I don't want to say Solas is a hypocrite because he is, so, you know.
If the blight is the Titan's dreams, can we, I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed.
Right.
You'd have blighted Titans laying waste
That's
to the
exactly what
entire
I'm saying.
world.
They're gonna be pissed
The
off.
Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgar'nan and Gil'Anain to deal with now.
I know,
And then
but
I
still.
want Solas to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Where's Mythal at? I want to talk to her. I know you're still around. You put yourself in the Alluvian the last game. I know she's there. Dude, what the heck? I'm actually appalled at the moment. This is insanity. What the hell? Do I have to talk to people? Okay, we're gonna talk to some people because I don't want to like miss anything. But like, what? I'm actually very appalled at the moment. This is nuts.
Rook.
Hi.
Interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis.
Okay.
It should be peaceful and quite undisturbed.
I
You'll
hope
be
so.
most welcome company.
Oh yeah, sure. I'd be happy to go with you. Cool. I had everything wrong. To think Mythal was innocent? She ain't that innocent.
Taking a walk?
Yeah, because I'm pissed, man.
I cannot say.
Oh.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Oh, that's helpful.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Damn.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
Insult it back.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit.
We need Solas for this? Because, like, this is the first civilization, apparently.
Emmrich might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions, worded in specific ways.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about
So,
Solas'
if you're powerful,
memories.
like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
How would you talk to someone you see as lesser? Forcefully, condescendingly, it seems? I think condescendingly, yeah.
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elven.
Ah, there you go.
A steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth.
Who is that?
Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. That was us.
Oh, hang on.
Anaris. I know I've heard that name before.
Yeah, a Forgotten One. Remember the nursery rhymes?
There's another.
Don't
oh my
speak
god.
their names, or they'll come for you.
Yes.
Unlike our so-called good gods, which, well, we saw what happened there. So who knows what they really were? The Forgotten Ones. They used to say Solas was one, so best case scenario, like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
There's so much information coming at me. I don't even have time to think.
And invaluable.
What the heck?
Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Yeah, so the Forgotten Ones are another race, elven race of beings, which the theory was, at least the way that I saw it, you know how at every blight there's a dragon that kind of appears, it's the archdemon. I had a theory that each archdemon was like related to one of the Forgotten Ones, or on the other hand it was one of the Evanuris, but this time around it's not the Evanuris because they don't turn into dragons. I thought they did, but they don't. But now I'm thinking the Forgotten Ones are the dragons, the archdemons. That's the only way I could think of it. And also connecting that, Anjul's armor that she had, that they were talking about how, you know, it corrupted her and everything. And Solas and Mythal had to lock it away. I was wondering how that connects to the Forgotten Ones, because people think that that's a connection as well. But then it makes me think, like, what about now that we have this like information about Solas and Mythal, the ones who created the blight by taking it from the Titans? I wonder if the Forgotten Ones are related to that. You know, the bridge between the Titans and them. I don't know. I think it has to deal with that. There's a reason why they're called the Forgotten Ones. And like I said, this entire playthrough, Elven history is pretty much a lie. So they had the notion, the Dalish, our characters, they have the notion that the Forgotten Ones are evil. But are they actually evil? Now that you think about it, I don't know anymore. Ooh, can we ask about Solas?
Archive. Tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price.
Oh.
When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fenharel.
What? Okay, what about the Evanuris?
Archive. Tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending. But Anaris will prevail.
Do what you need to.
You've got a chance to learn more
Do
about
what you
our
need to,
people.
because we need to know what the
Go
hell's
for it.
going on.
Just be careful.
If the Evan
and
Newers
try
were
not to
originally
break anything.
spirits, who the hell are the Forgotten Ones?
Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer.
I'm same, because I
Good
kind of
luck.
want to hear all this.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah, no problem. Call Emmrich if you need help. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. A lot of theories are coming to light, and you know, these are long-standing theories, like way before I thought of them, obviously. A lot of people in the community had this, so this is crazy.
The spirits lament, Dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
The blight's here too? What? Oh, he sings? Oh, this is so cute!
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
That's kind of how I feel when I talk to my dogs every day.
Why?
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Don't be rude, Asan. Dream big. Nice parenting skills.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. There've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
If you're facing prison or worse,
Yeah, I was gonna
you can
say.
always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the blight.
Yeah, it's like either you go to prison or, you know, you want to atone, go join the Grey Wardens, because eventually they die. So, tell me about Weishaupt.
I've heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Huh.
Ew.
One bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sort have their charm.
Let's see. Who are the wrong sort?
And just how, wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Yeah.
Sounds fun, right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
Yeah, it's true. Why is the first Grey Warden... Yeah, let's talk about that, asshole.
Has your first warden always been, well...
A dick?
A stubborn bastard?
Yes.
One way of putting it?
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elganon and Gillenane won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
Listen, I still gotta flirt with him. I don't see Davrin as a criminal or anything. Like I said, he mentioned this. He's struggling to find a place to belong, and maybe he thought the Wardens was the like last resort. You're not like that.
You don't seem the wrong sort.
No one's born a hero.
That's true.
You're really selling it.
It gets better. When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor
Swooping
gleaming,
is bad.
while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the Warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
Criminals are criminals. Everyone deserves that. I hope it lasts. I mean, I can't say criminals are criminals because, again, some people are able to reform. Depends on, like, what's happening. But I feel like there's a sense of, like, yeah, there's, like, a redemption in it. Even if they don't mean to give redemption, think of it as, like, their body is being sacrificed in order to protect people of Thedas from the blight. Because, like I said, Grey Wardens die eventually because they took the right? So, I'm gonna say I hope it lasts.
But do people really change deep down? Or do they return to their old ways?
Maybe we need a bit of both. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sort to put the world right.
That's an interesting way of putting it, yeah.
I suppose.
Minus the skeleton butler.
I don't know. Manfred the Warden has a ring to it.
Can you just be bringing tea to everybody?
See you around.
Okay, Manfred. He's so serious. Like, I'm trying to flirt with this man and he's super serious.
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
Yeah, who's paying them.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
That's the whole point of the Shadow Dragon. The whole point of what the Shadow Dragons were. Fortunately. Hi, Lucanus.
Ilario has always been rash. He acts on his first instinct when he should wait for his second. I was always pulling him out of trouble. Then he always stood by me through my own.
Honey, I still don't trust him. I'm sorry. Like, there's something wrong with your cousin. I'm scared to see. Is this the last memory? I'm kind of scared to see this one. Let me save. Oh, I'm scared about this one. Oh, it's the end of Inquisition. I remember this.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Anaris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Yeah, that played a little bit differently in Inquisition, so that's kind of interesting.
Solas killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
Yes.
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solas woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
Yeah, because he
all
did
that
absorb
epic
her.
magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
He loved and blamed her. He needs to be right. And oh my god, that's the thing too. Because Solas is so prideful, ironically, he can't freaking admit when he's wrong. And even if, okay, let's say this is not entirely his fault. Mythal's part of this, but like he feels guilty, right? He can't accept the guilt. Like you have to move on. Like Mythal's saying, these people don't want to see their world torn apart. Nobody wants that. It's like how their world was back, 1,000 years ago, whatever. Nobody wanted to see that happen. So what makes you think 1,000 years later the people want that too? And like, it's so funny because my Inquisitor said this to him in my playthrough. If you go back and watch my playthrough, I said this to Solas. You don't need to do this. Just let it go and just live with it. That's all you have to do. But this man can't take it. He really cannot. And you figured that he would because he has somebody who loves him. And like maybe that, Mythal and Solas' relationship isn't a romantic one. They love each other as friends. Of course that would hurt. The person you love betrays you and doesn't have your back. But I would figure having my Lavellan romance him, I figured he would understand that there's actually someone who's actually trying to like be on your side and help you. But maybe it's because he got burned by Mythal. He's not willing to accept Lavellan's love. That's what I think. That's why he was a coward when he didn't tell her that, he's actually the Dreadwolf and all that crap during their romance, and he breaks it off. 10 years later, that still pisses me off. Yeah, it's part of, like, also he's pissed off, too, I want to say. Like, it's not even a matter of he needs to be right, because he does feel, I can hear it in his voice, he sounds sad. Like, legitimately, he sounds sad. He's an idiot, but he sounds sad.
Every big mistake Solas made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to
He
stop the
sacrificed
Titans.
everything for
When the
Mythal,
other
so
gods
Mythal's
struck
the
her down,
problem.
He destroyed the
Which is
Elven Empire to
weird.
avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault. And hers too.
Yeah.
If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out
Yeah,
into
because
the
he has
world.
guilt for that. At
Agreed.
least.
But he
But
has
everything
a plan
else,
to
I don't
escape
know.
that prison, and not one we'll like.
Okay,
He
honey,
turned
hang
on
on.
Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
Alright, my son wants to be held. He's being a little baby. He needs his mom, so he's just gonna join me for this too.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
Yeah,
He
but you don't know
created
that.
the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solas thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
I don't think it's a matter of him telling himself he's the hero. It's more like just to put his mind at ease, I think. He's wrong but not evil. He's smart, but we know him. I don't think I'm still gonna say this. He still pisses me off, but I don't think Solas is evil. He's not inherently evil. I don't believe that. He's tricky, sure. He lies, sure. But in the end, I don't think he's evil. It's just this man is so heartbroken that he can't accept like what has gone wrong. That's the problem here. This man won't let anything go. I don't think he's evil. Sorry. I know that's gonna
Solas has
piss off
caused a lot
everybody.
of damage, but he's not like Elgernon, trying to wreck the world to rule it. He's trying to repair the damage he caused, and he knows he made mistakes. There might be hope for him.
You don't think he'll turn on us?
Call Lavelin.
No,
He might say
he's totally
something
gonna
different.
turn on us. I mean, after that.
Oh.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
What? Who? She? Are you talking about Mythal? The hell does that mean? What? Oh, meet Morrigan. Oh, okay, never mind. I was supposed to say, what the hell? Recommended level 5 to 40. Why? What am I right now? I'm only 25. Maybe I should hold off a little bit because I don't want to die. So we might do some other... Let's do some companion quests. Let's go with Emmrich.
Thank you again.
Why is
for
this
coming.
low-key kind of
My
romantic?
duties include tending to these rites of remembrance.
Okay.
Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago.
Oh.
These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
You know, I was trying to think of like who this guy reminds me of. He kind of reminds me of Gomez Adams. He's giving that vibe because I said he's gothic because he kind of is. That's a lesson to think. Honestly, yeah, I agree with you.
No one's gonna seize the day for you.
Just so. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Oh.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Why bother? It'd be only... I think it's because it's not a matter of like why bother. He clearly takes the dead seriously and he likes to show respect to them. I think that's really beautiful. Even though necromancy is a little bit weird to some people because you're dealing with dead, right? But he doesn't want to disrespect him because the way I see it, Emmrich probably because he uses magic from the dead. So how do you repay the dead? You respect them and honor them.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Yeah, you pissed off all the
Wait,
spirits.
what? Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead.
Yeah, I kind of like this. Not gonna lie. This is kind of cool.
Would you care to light the candle, Rook?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Sure.
Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
That's pretty cool. You know, I feel like... Oh man, he's kind of like winning me over a little bit.
That the necropolis moved.
I bet if I was a
so
Morn Watcher, his romance would be so
the
good.
necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time.
This place is actually
Very
really beautiful.
unlikely to
Whoa,
happen
what's
while
over
we're
there?
inside a chamber.
This is so pretty.
Could you light the next candle?
Yes, I can. Let me just collect that real quick. Wait, is there a ghost over here? Oh, okay.
Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Okay, Mr.
You ever
Emmrich,
want
you're
a
kind
side
of becoming
job?
more
The
interesting.
crows are always looking for new potions.
Yes, as I recall, you're rather famous for it.
Oh.
This way, Rook.
Okay. No, this guy's interesting.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
Yeah, it is.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Manfred, what are you doing?
Examining the graves?
Okay, sure, yeah. It's really peaceful here, you know?
You'll need to light these candles as well.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Who's this for?
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook.
Oh, wait,
I'm beginning
why?
to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
Oh, yeah, I
Crows
mean...
have plenty of ceremony, believe me.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow
I don't
me.
think it's creepy. It gets creepy if you get disrespectful and you deal with like demons and stuff like that, right? Like, I mean, like how angry the demons are in this game because of the blight. But I don't know. It just seems really nicer because like Emmrich is like actually taking care of these people. There's a lot of ghosts here.
Ah, look here.
Your department, Emmrich.
This one's all yours, Emmrich.
Certainly. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started
this man's
training?
goth.
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Hey, you know what? I feel like Lara can relate. You know, she doesn't even know if her family's alive or not. That's the thing. She doesn't know. I'm sorry about your parents.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me.
I can imagine that you're a kid, you lose your family. That's hard to deal with.
The next set of graves lies ahead.
How do you deal with that? And I think that's also why he takes care of the dead too. I imagine he probably took care of his parents' graves, you know? I can see him doing that. Oh.
Please, light the next candle.
You're making me like you more.
There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality.
I think that's like what draws people to magic in general, because it's like you have control over it. When you're a mage, you're the one casting the spells, right? You're the one doing all of that, so it kind of gives you control over your life, especially when it's out of control. Example, him, he loses his family. Magic is like what's there that can help him.
All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes,
that's such a pretty statue. Oh my God.
Exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories.
Yeah, I can see
the
it.
Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before.
That's what graveyards are for. What's Manfred doing?
We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes. He's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light.
Okay.
Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell.
Oh, okay. Wait, can I look around 1 second? Because I kind of want to like appreciate this place. It's really pretty out here. What happens
Let
now?
the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Speak with the spirits. Okay.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship.
Yeah, this is like
We'll need to
honoring
ring
the
bell
dead pretty
once
much.
more to close out the departing ceremony.
I like this because this is so like relatable in real life. Like I said, a lot of cultures do stuff like this, so this is really cool that Emmrich does stuff like that. But and it makes so much sense because his parents died, and I imagine that's why he's so obsessed with the dead. He wants to remember them. I like this. It's such a pretty statue too. So pretty.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
I imagine everybody has. And like Lara, yeah, because she's been kidnapped and she thought she was gonna die too. I'd say yes, of course, like most people.
Well, hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets. A raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Yeah.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers.
But are we having tea?
Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough.
No, we can talk. I don't mind.
There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves.
That's so interesting.
And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
In a graveyard. Listen, I don't mind. I played Baldur's Gate and I had sex with Astarion on his grave. Is this shocking? No.
We're having tea. Here.
Yeah, why not?
By the dead.
Tranquility itself. Oh, if you prefer your tea sweet, Manfred loves using the sugar tongs.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was like a more option. I didn't know that was going to continue the scene. I was going to say, I agree. I don't mind drinking tea. Well, before the rites of the necropolis, Emmrich confessed that he's always been haunted by a fear of his own morality. The rites brought him peace, however, and left him in an even greater resolve to face the perils of the world above. Okay, since I'm with Taash anyway, we might as well go do her quest real quick. I'm gonna be just like hopping around everybody's quests just so we can get things going, because I want to make sure we build a relationship with all of them. It's important.
Hey.
Hey.
Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
This is fun for you. This is a fun side of you.
I wasn't expecting...
What?
I don't know. You with the birds, it's, this is fun.
Oh. Good.
Can I help?
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
That's true.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Qunari used to be closer to dragons.
Yeah.
Something in our blood.
The Antom called you Adari?
Yeah. Old Qunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds.
Okay. All right.
My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
Can they though? I always thought that they needed a reason to. Like, it's not easy to leave unless I have that wrong. I don't know.
You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
What's wrong with you? Is it because you're a fire breather? I imagine they would use her.
There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Qunari would do with a fire breather like me.
Yeah.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antom. Use me as a berserker.
Yeah, so
the
I
idea
thought.
scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go.
Because anyone who's special, anyone who has magical abilities, they're not
Come on.
treated fairly.
Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them.
Oh, that's not very considerate of you.
What the crap is that?
The Anton must be marking their territory.
What the
Not
hell?
on my beach. Vosh Vatari. Come on. These banners need to burn.
Okay, yeah, burn them. I'm all for that.
I'm on it.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
Huh.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh.
Oh, ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
And I guess that's the trade-off of being a fire breather.
That's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An on-time supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch.
Oh yeah, girl, you gonna burn this down? That's what I thought.
Got it.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby.
Okay.
This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that.
Oh, hello.
Karash. It's Taash. I brought food.
Avatash. It's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend? All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
This is interesting. I like seeing a different side of the qunari. I know they're talking about the Antams a little bit different, but seeing a different side of the qunari is a little bit weird because the only kind of like lore that we have of them is Sten in Dragon Age Origins, and then the whole thing of Dragon Age 2, and then the Iron Bull in Inquisition. And typically all three of those plot points surrounded around the fact that the qun was like causing wars and stuff like that. So I never see people who are like, oh yeah, I want to leave the qun because they're bad people or whatever like that, you know? I'm sorry, are you okay?
I'm sorry the Antam did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatash. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatash.
Panaheydan. I'll see you soon.
So the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The qun says you take care of people.
So you're a little qunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon?
Yeah.
I understand that because we're like that. Lara is a Dalish elf who lives in Tevinter, but she's a crow in Antiva.
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
Taash folk know different benefits of her background. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I think that's kind of like the sense I'm getting from Taash. She doesn't know who she is because her life is kind of
when I joined the Antivan Crows. Then I had to leave that to help stop Solas. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you understand? Like, I can see where Taash is coming from.
I had to take qunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the qunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Right.
Yeah? Maybe.
Yeah, I think Taash kind of struggles with, like, to know who they are. Because, like, their life so far has been, you know, different. Not saying that's a bad thing, it's just there's a lot going on.
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't.
Wait, that sounded bad.
Not that it's my business. She's not in my,
She always did like the flustered ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied. Although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Okay.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
What's wrong with that? Who cares?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Qunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
That's okay, you know. Your mom. You're fun to be around. I'm just flirting with everybody.
The flustered one.
Yeah, that's your type, huh?
Well, thanks for coming. We should get back.
Okay.
Thanks for having me along. Maybe we can do this again.
Right? Yep.
Wait, why did you make that face? Are you into it? Does that mean she likes hanging out with me? Taash spent some time in the Ravani coast feeding the birds and practicing her fire breathing. An encounter with her mother, Sharathan, showed that they don't always get along but have each other's best interests at heart. I wanted to make a comment, something about the mom that said, I don't know if it's just in context of like her being her mom, but the whole thing about like, oh, you know, she wants to be a man more than anything. I thought that qunari don't believe in gender norms, or at least like the title of man or woman. Iron Bull said that. You know, he doesn't give a crap what do you identify as man or woman. You're just qunari, or you're just an elf, or you're just whatever. Isn't that their thing? Or am I like remembering it wrong? I don't know. Okay, there's a spirit here in Arlathon. Maybe we'll go there. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna switch companions too.
Balara, I need your help.
Oh?
Elio, what's wrong?
Can you help? There are veil jumpers in the forest who have been gone too long. They were searching for relics. With the recent troubles, they could use a protective escort to bring those relics back to camp.
Okay.
I'll start the search.
And I'll stay here, in case someone shows up.
Damn, there's so many quests to do.
Careful ahead.
Oh.
Over there. That could be the haunting spirit Myrna told us about.
The veil jumpers talk about a spirit roaming these woods.
My God.
Since the gods showed up, I mean. We call it the nocturnix. I heard its sleep was stolen by the gods.
Hold on, we gotta knock this asshole out fast.
Steals other people's dreams.
Oh, that's not good. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. We gotta take him out fast.
Good to go again.
Okay.
Good to go.
Oh, he's gonna keep summoning people. I gotta take him out. Ow.
Get clear.
Okay, Lara, I'm gonna need you to do this. You need to take out his ass. Get away from me.
I'm good to go again.
Okay, that's good. He's just gonna keep summoning them. There's no point in fighting them right now.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay. Both of you need to attack him. We gotta get rid of him.
Right.
Come on. Where'd that guy go? Oh god. Hold on.
You bet.
Come on, do your thing.
Hit him.
Ah!
As you say. I'm ready. Tell me what you need.
Alright. Definitely bug. Keep attacking! He's almost dead. Oh!
Done.
Come on. There we go.
Stirring the trouble.
Woo.
Arlathan sure doesn't need any more. Trouble, that is. Maybe now he'll get the sleep that was stolen from him.
Alright. Okay, so we just gotta go to the necropolis and tell them. We'll meet with the Veil Jumper since I'm here anyway.
There it is. That's the Veil Jumper camp. Watch out.
Oh. What the hell?
That relic just went off. What happened to that Veil Jumper? He was right here. Oh, this isn't good. We need to find him.
Oh no, it's this place again.
Is anyone out there?
Hello?
One of those magical relics the Veil Jumpers were dealing with must be nearby. A spatial anomaly. We can't reach that Veil Jumper unless we find some way around it.
I'm on it.
One relic down. More to go. Hard to believe these things are causing so much trouble.
Is this right? Oh, there you are.
You saved me. I'm saved.
Yeah.
I'm alive. I was working on the relic and then everything went dark and quiet. It felt like nothing and nowhere. I'll catch my breath and make my own way back to camp.
There are others missing. We'll continue searching for them.
Oh my god, how many more? There's 2 more? Oh no, there's 4 of them missing. What the? Oh, this
Looks like another relic nearby.
Get clear!
Christ. I hope you find this. I fear something may happen to me. There has been a presence following you for 2 days. I cannot shake it. Be careful. Be warned of the others. Oh.
Must be a magical relic causing this.
Okay, we gotta keep following it.
Causing magic to go wild. You have to stop it.
Jesus.
Deactivate the relic and the barrier goes away. I think.
Wait, what? Oh, there it is.
Sure, here we go. That's one less relic stirring things up.
Oh, thank the creators. Did Elio send you? I have to talk to him once I return to camp. It's so odd. I've seen relics like that before. I know how they work, but this one...
Yeah, but it's
it
different
was wrong.
Now. Yeah. You gotta be careful.
Hello? Is anyone out there?
We got you.
That's probably one of the missing veil jumpers. Let's get that barrier down. I bet one of those magical relics is close.
Oh! The hell? Absolutely not.
Can anyone hear me? We're gonna get you out.
They try to jump me like that.
I kept calling and no one came. It felt like an eternity, and the shadows were so dark. So dark. But I'll be alright. I'll make my own way back to the camp.
Okay. Alright, we got
I
all
think
of them.
that's everyone. Let's get back to Elio. I found most of your friends, but one didn't make it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
They were crushed by rocks.
We all know the risks, but it's still difficult when someone gets hurt. There's one last relic out there we never found. If you come across it, be careful. I think someone's meddling with the magic in Arlethan.
I'll try to be safe.
Alright, at least that helps. Alright, I'm probably gonna regret this, but let's go see more of Solas's memories. I know it said like between level 5 and 40. Don't know how well this is gonna go, but I'm gonna talk to Morrigan.
Well met, Rook.
Hi.
How did you get here? I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
Yeah, you did.
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solas.
Morrigan, you're being weird. She's been weird since the beginning. Why is she saying stuff like this? I know she can work the Illuvians, but she doesn't know about the lighthouse. How do you know this?
And Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solas spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solas's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the blight, she was betrayed and struck down.
That doesn't answer.
Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
It's something about the spirits because she put... Did she put herself in Morrigan? Is that why she's acting weird and wearing Mythal's crown right now? It's about the spirits, isn't it?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned Elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solas. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
So I'm right. This is Mythal. So wait, because I know Morrigan wouldn't willingly do this. Would she? But she didn't know that Mythal and well, no, she didn't know Mythal and Flemeth were the same inquisition. But I don't think she would willingly let her do that because she hated her mom. I knew your magic was off. Yeah, I knew it. And when you said you and Solas were friends, you weren't friends with him.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What the hell?
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
Oh, don't start with that bullshit. Solas already said it to me. I suspect you have questions. Shut up. So she's still Morrigan, but not really at the same time. I'm more surprised that she willingly let her do this. How did you and Solas get along?
You would have met Solas in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solas a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the Elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Can you help against the gods?
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solas?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solas?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right.
Why aren't you Elven?
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
I don't think that
her
matters.
Spark has sheltered
Does
within
it?
both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought.
Oh my god, she's Andraste. There's a theory about that too. The Andrastian fate. Andraste, there's a theory that it's actually Mythal. And Andraste was probably real, but Mythal probably took refuge in her body.
In circumstance, Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
Why didn't she help the elves? It's still unfair. I guess that makes sense? None of this makes any sense.
The fall of our civilization, the wars, everything elves went through. Where was Mythal for us then?
After the god's betrayal, she was a shadow of her former self, bereft of her power, slowly regaining her strength over the centuries. So she aided the elves as she could, speaking in dreams and offering counsel that ended blights and prevented wars.
At least now we know.
Great. How did this all happen?
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient
Yeah, that's what I
god's
remember. She didn't
soul,
want that.
I feared naught would be left of my own.
Yeah, because she didn't want
it
her to like
inevitably
take
came
over
to
her body.
pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
That sounds scary, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't
Especially
think
if
I'd
you
recover
fear that
from
your mom
that.
was gonna take your body.
Neither did I, at the start. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host?
Yeah, because I know Morgan's not
What would be
trusting of
lost
this.
if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge.
That's always what she did want.
Both
knowledge
Mythal's
of the Elven people.
and of those who bore her.
Okay.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solas?
I feel sorry for him. He's a self-pitying monster. He's trying to help. He's torn but doesn't know it. What do you do? Wait, can I ask you this?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solas better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way, but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solas and Mythal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Oh, okay. Well, taking how I feel about him, honestly, he's torn and doesn't know it. That's the problem. He's in denial. I've seen this for a long time. For 10 years, this man is in denial. He won't accept it.
Solas talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solas your opponent, but conviction. A belief that only he may halt what he
that's
set in
how
motion.
I see him. It's not
Yet
a matter
Solas
of like
was
he's
once beloved
evil.
at Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe this can end okay, right? Not alarming at all. Oh my god. I want to believe that it can end okay, but it's just a matter of like, I don't know who can convince him. If Llewellyn couldn't convince him, and Mythal couldn't convince him, who will do it? I have no tie. Rook has no ties to him. We're just the annoying person that talks to him. He doesn't even like Lara. Oh my god, I want to give the benefit of the doubt that everything will be okay, but I don't know. There's just so much wrong at the moment.
We all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
No.
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If
Listen,
you would shape
I
the
don't
outcome
know.
of your battle, I've one last secret to share.
Okay.
When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solas recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads.
Oh, down
I
there.
can
Then no
open the
wonder I
way
can't
for you.
open it.
Find her, survive the encounter,
it's not to
and
fight
the
Mythal?
essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Hell. Yeah, I can see why the quest says level 45. Yeah, we're probably not gonna go do this yet if I have the option. There are two Mythals. I think it's just like her essence, because she divided herself
Another
up.
fragment of Mythal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means,
Yeah, exactly.
are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that makes sense then. Because, oh my god, you just confirmed something else about Dirthaman and Falondine. They're not brothers. They're just the same person, but different fragments. Because people didn't know, are they brothers? Are they lovers? Like, what are they? They never really explained that. So they're just the same person. Survive the encounter? I'm gonna
All of
die.
that sounded great until survive the encounter.
You know Solas and have seen Elganon and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years.
So
She
the
has
other
grown
one is the
wiser
younger one.
and more patient.
Right.
This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god.
Oh.
She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you.
Actually, we're
sorely.
coming back. I need to level up.
She's
no,
just
we're
going
not
to
doing
attack
this.
us. Why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillanane.
Yeah.
Or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
Girl, what the hell? Okay, any suggestions?
If I were to try to talk
Can you
with
help?
her,
Like, Morrigan, come
do you
with
have
me.
any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity.
Okay, no,
She
no
is,
being nice to her,
for
pretty
want
much.
of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Oh my god. Can you talk to her? Yeah, exactly. Can you come
You
with
would know
us?
this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits
that's
can't
nice.
get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Anaris, and then by Solas, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries.
Huh.
Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
I'm learning so much about Mythal. I had everything wrong about her. About types of spirits.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solas is Elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose.
Yeah, it changes.
Where the Dreadwolf's
That's why they
wisdom
call
gave way
Mythal
to
the mother.
pride
Yeah.
when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Okay.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
Morgan, you can't just drop that information and then walk away from me. Girl, if you don't get back to the lighthouse. What the hell? That was so much information. Now I gotta go down there. I'm not going down there to fight her yet because, like, she's gonna kick my ass. So we'll come back to that later. Well, how level am I right now? 26. Absolutely not. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end this episode here because that was way too much information that just happened in the span of like an hour. What the fuck? So everything I predicted was like somewhat correct, but also wrong. The whole thing about Solas being a spirit, I did not see coming. I did not think that. But them creating the blight, oh my god, it makes so much more sense. And then Mythal too. I didn't see that coming either. That's a lot of information. Now I gotta go fight her in the freaking cave. Are you crazy? Oh my god. I don't even know what to think anymore. Like, how are you supposed to go about this? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how you're supposed to go. I haven't even talked to Solas yet. I don't even know what he's gonna say because technically this is his weakness. We know his weakness. His guilt over Mythal and stuff like that. But that kind of like makes me wonder, like, how are we supposed to convince this guy if Mythal's betrayal hurt him so much, and then also Llewellyn being in love with him didn't help anything either? What am I supposed to do as Rook? Solas doesn't like Rook, so like, you know, we're not friends. It's not like Barrack or whatever. We're not friends. How is this supposed to work? I don't know anymore. I'm gonna end it there because I have to think about this. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Dragon Age: The Veilguard, remember to leave a like. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you guys know when I upload the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!